Thank you. So, and it's true to say that English has become a global language because nowadays it is not only the language of communication, cooperation, but also the language of building connection and friendship. And it's true to say that due to English, nowadays all of the teachers who are participating in this conference, we can easily communicate, share, and exchange our knowledge. And just the same as our project title says, English without borders, our mission is also like that. So we want to go beyond the boundaries. We want to join the international community of English-speaking countries and be unified with the international community of English language teachers and professionals, and to build this global community together. So English Without Borders Network is committed to empowering the English language community by strengthening teaching capacities, providing a platform for exchanging and sharing knowledge, and connecting professionals in the field, and making teaching resources available through a wide range of online and in-person channels and events. And we are here today now, and we are just making this presentation, but also we have our long-term perspective. So where do you want to be in the next coming years? So our vision statement says we would like to enjoy strong partnerships with educational institutions, not only in Tajikistan, but beyond that, to provide capacity building opportunities for teachers, learners, and to connect and make differences in the global communities as well. So, how we get started? So, English Without Borders is represented not only by me and Gunoro, but also we have our regional representatives who are doing great job. They have teaching background. They are doing fantastic job by empowering teachers in rural communities. They have Mavluda Zulfova, who is doing a great job in GDAO, Muhammad Kabarov, who is expanding English Without Borders in Khatun region, and Munawar Zarifova, who is doing great job in Suk region, and Gunoro Zolbira, who is linking the teachers not only in one region, but also connecting all the regions. And let me just go back, how all this started. So let's go back to 2020. So this was a very tough period, yeah, for all of us. So the whole world was hit by COVID, right? So people were disconnected, and so even the teachers and students, they were disconnected. So they were, disconnected because of the schools were closed, because of the, education resources were not available for them to get connected. And exactly at this point, at this time, we had, a gathering of like-minded people who just came together and understanding the situation. We came up with this solution by developing this project, English Without Borders. And I would like to pay tribute to Sitora Kasimba, who is representing US Embassy, and Alex Nopi. Alex Nopi is not with us, but anyway, he was a cultural affairs officer at the US Embassy, and our team who built everything from the scratch. It is very tough to build something, but building everything from the scratch is double difficult. So, and then we came up with this idea, we developed this project proposal, and we launched our project on March 1st, as you have seen in the video. So we started doing this project all together. So, and right now, 1 year passed, we have these figures. We understand these figures are humble, but anyway, we are trying to do our best. So we have more than 1,783 members who are representing both teachers community and students community as well. And the world is becoming digitalized, right? So we are getting connected through the online platforms, social media, and also the same, we are trying to keep connection with our followers through the social media. And over the time we have seen that there are more teachers on a global scale who would like to join English as ours. And we are going to tell more about them in our next slides. So I would just like to mention that we have teachers who are joining our webinars from Brazil. Can you imagine the time difference between Tajikistan and Brazil? But it doesn't stop them to join our webinars. We have English teachers who are joining from Afghanistan, from Thailand, and also from Georgia. So it makes us just feeling, it makes us so proud, first of all, of what we are doing, but at the same time, it gives us huge inspiration to continue our work. So, and by now, we have more than 3,000 followers on social media. You can find us on social media on Instagram, as well as on Facebook. And by just going to our social media, you will easily understand what we are doing, what kind of activities we are doing for building this teaching community. And so, while participating in this conference and attending different sessions, we were able to see that, we are teaching community, we are in different countries, but at the same time, we share the same challenges. We face the same challenges, and a couple of them just I mentioned here, lack of digital skills and online platforms for English teachers, and also lack of networking opportunities among the English language teachers, both domestically and globally, and capacity development opportunities. So many, focus have been on these sessions. And absence of knowledge sharing, as well as cascading among the English language teachers, and lack of access to small grants for English language teachers. So these are the challenges that have been identified not only in Tajikistan, but also while talking to other participants of the conference, we came to this conclusion that we share, similar challenges. So, and to better tailor English Lovers Network project, we conducted needs assessment survey. Needs assessment survey to identify what are the needs and what are, the burning kind of preferences of English teachers in Tajikistan. And we had last year this kind of survey. We conducted this survey both online and in person. And when we collected all the data, we identified some findings and also recommendations that helped us to better tailor our project. And as the world is changing and as digital, platforms are changing, we are also trying to follow, to stay connected, with our teachers and students. So let me just briefly share with you what were the findings. So as you can see, majority of our respondents, they were mid-career professionals, mid-career teachers who are having experience from 4 years to 11 years. And what were the main barriers for English language teachers to be part of our network? So as you can see, access to internet still remains one of the main barriers. So lack of technology skills, and including here computer literacy skills, and access to digital devices, they remain the top priority of issues that teachers would like, to resolve. And of course, like busy schedule, the previous, speaker also mentioned that teachers are really overwhelmed, overwhelmed with busy schedule. So, and our next finding was how important. So, because we really wanted to make this project viable, feasible, and also practical to use, And then we, based on our findings, we have developed the first ever website, English Lovers website, and also mobile app. So still, we are trying to teach the teaching community to learn these resources because the teachers should have access, to teaching resources, to materials that they can use by using their phones, at least, or by downloading them and using in their daily classroom. And moreover, all the resources on our website are free and are easy to use because once they become our members, they have access to all these huge teaching resources. And another one, we wanted to find out what they are using and how we could better develop, our resources to make it accessible, available, and also just easy to use for our teachers. And as you can see, the majority in schools, because whenever we talk about teachers, we need to consider that there are not only urban teachers, but rural teachers in remote areas who don't have access to teaching resources as well. So printed textbooks, pamphlets, and others. So these remain scarcity that the teachers do not have access to. And also, visuals and audiovisual devices and audios, they are using less because they don't have access to them. So mostly they are using just, printed textbooks. But again, these printed textbooks, they are limiting. They are limiting their opportunities, and they are also just, don't give them, opportunities to look for supplemental materials to make their classes interesting and engaging. So, and the last question was, which areas of teaching do you feel we need more training and development in? So as you can see, increasing motivation of students. It pops up because the majority have chosen this. And at the same time, this is kind of a two-way learning. Why the students don't have motivation? Because the teachers lack motivation, right? So, and therefore, we also tried to, to improve this situation by celebrating hard work of our teachers. Because if we don't recognize and celebrate the work of our teachers, if we don't motivate them, how they're going, to build more engaging classrooms and more favorable conditions for teaching English. So, using technology in English language is another thing that teachers really want, but at the same time, they have limited access to this. But nevertheless, we are trying to use, all affordable means in their region by, organizing some seminars, some sessions for them to build basic literacy, computer literacy skills, and to build their digital skills as well. So, and the last one was, so how would you rate, the community language teaching? And as you can see, this tells that many of them don't know about this. So what is communicative language teaching and how it should be used in building for skills? And the last question was, how would you like the workshop seminars and conferences to be delivered? And as you can see, many of the teachers would like to have a face-to-face session because COVID has just have changed the modality of communication. But anyway, like face-to-face communication and face-to-face engagement proves to be the best because it allows physical attendance and also just feeling the energy and also direct communication with the students. So, okay, so these were the findings, and we are very happy to share them, with you. And of course, we have built all our activities and also objectives of the project based on the needs of the teachers, and also we are trying to improve it over the time and to respond, to all the needs and that they are emerging among the teaching community, and to meet the expectations and also preferences of English teachers and teaching staff. So I'm giving the floor to my colleague. Thank you. Good morning. I know it's very close to lunchtime and some of us are a little bit tired, but we want to share our activities with you now. Let's go sharing the survey analysis responses, and I'll be sharing with you our activities throughout our network.
I'm so happy to see you all. I'm happy to see the people who have been working with us online, and today we see each other in person and we make so many friends here in the conference, and this is English Without Borders. Coming here, I really understand that English has no borders, and we made so many new friends, and we want to extend this network. It's in Tajikistan, we want to extend it central, make it a Central Asian, then make it global. So, education is an ocean which is huge. And where every drop counts, and we're making small drops now through our activities. You may ask us a question, have all the activities been successful? I would say yes. Why? Because having people like yourselves in our team. We haven't been successful just working, me and Nasiba, and we had, and from the embassy, we have 2 more people curating this project. I don't think we have been successful if we hadn't all the support coming from the local and coming from the global capacity. So we have different support. And we know that without partnership, we won't be able to achieve the results that we have set. So we are collaborating with a different number of institutions, as I said, locally and globally. We are collaborating with the US Embassy. We're collaborating with Relo Kazakhstan. We have John Silver here. We are collaborating with the Institute of Professional Development under the Ministry of Education and Science of the Republic of Tajikistan. We are collaborating with the School of Professional and Continuing Education of the University of Central Asia. So we are collaborating with American consuls in Tajikistan, as well as the state universities and schools all over Tajikistan, as well as local NGOs. So what this collaboration has given us, it has enabled us to generate resources and outline more school-based and school-focused continuous professional development trainings. So Dr. Gabriela Diaz has had a wonderful session, and he was talking about the professional development, right? How effective these professional development sessions are. So believe me, we are also exploring and seeing where we can improve. And having the feedback from our English teachers, we think we're doing well, but we still need some improvement. So continuous professional development sessions, we work closely with the Institute of Professional Development. This is the state program. We are doing with them sessions for English teachers, public, secondary English teachers. And our regional representatives from all regions, they are experienced and seasoned English teachers who provide continuous professional development session in their areas. They could be one-time event session, and they could be just a series of sessions. And for now, we have embraced like 1,000 primary, secondary, and university English teachers in our sessions, professional development sessions across the country. English Without Borders Master Workshop. This is a small grant. This is a professional development opportunity for those who have teacher training experience. This is where we want our English teachers not only go to school and cascade the knowledge there. We want our school teachers go beyond their school and share the knowledge they have learned somewhere and provide trainings in the remote areas. We really encourage our grantees to provide trainings in the remote areas where the needs are more. So far, since 2021 up to now, we have 20 finalists who were selected from different parts of the country, and we have embraced 304 English teachers during this period. We had different trainings. These are teacher trainings who won the grant. This is $500 grants, and this is given twice a year. We announce this twice a year. So those who have the teacher training experience, they can apply to this grant. English Without Borders National Conference and English Language Expo. This is the first ever conference for English teachers in Tajikistan, which was held last year in November. The activities that I'm sharing with you, these are all, it might sound kind of we are praising ourselves, but that is the truth. These are all the activities that are being done the first time. This is the first conference in Tajikistan that is particularly targeting English language teachers. Okay? So we had 60 over English teachers from around Tajikistan coming to this conference. And we had the master workshop, we had their community school-based project seminars. We had different types of activities during this conference. And we also had the expo, the kind of exhibition of different institutions whose work are related to education, could be related to English too, but generally education. But these are the organizations who are doing their work again through English. So, and then we have this award, and we hold it annually, Innovative English Teacher of the Year Award. We announce that yearly, and our first winner was from a remote region in Tajikistan, who showed his master class in the English Without Borders National Conference. Actually, there is a success story after this, getting this award, going back to his remote region. The local TV, they invited and they made a program about him, and later he was promoted from the English language teacher. He is now the assistant to the school principal. So this is the success story, and this is how we also encourage English teachers to develop themselves. It's also one type of development, participating in these types of competitions. English Without Borders online activities. Weekly we hold webinars. They are based on English language teaching methodology and pedagogy, and we hold them every Thursday at 6 p.m. It's open for everyone. You guys can also join. Our speakers are both local and international English language experts. And we are happy to see many of you here who have been our speakers. And this is the platform which has enabled many English teachers to go beyond their comfort zone. We as teachers see ourselves only teaching in the classroom. And that was a really great opportunity for many to see themselves and communicating with the English language audience and with English language experts and teachers from around the world, because these webinars are not only joined by English teachers from Tajikistan. We have regular visitors from Brazil, from Georgia, from Kyrgyzstan, from Myanmar, Philippines, India. We have from so many different countries. And today, not just today, since Monday, I've observed that Uzbekistan has so many professional English teachers, and we'd be happy to have you in our webinars too. So please reach out to us. So another activity that we do online that is called Chai Talks. Chai Talks, if you look at the format, it does not necessarily relate to teaching, but it is related, because it is an educational and cultural program. This is where we celebrate the prominent, the remarkable people from Tajikistan, to celebrate the work that they do. But again, we connect that through English because all the speakers who become the speaker in Chaito, they speak English. And again, we see this connection that this English language has helped them go, through this career path. So this is again for English teachers to see that they could also do something different at their schools, to invite someone from their community and to have this meeting with the prominent people. This is how we promote both our culture, and we also promote English language learning in our community. We have English through cooking, and English through cooking, another platform, again, both for English teachers, but anyone could watch that, use that. It's again some kind of tips and idea for English teachers to incorporate some kind of program in their school teaching. And we usually invite the native speakers who can both share their recipes and who also speak the language. They're the ones who speak it fluently, maybe purely. So our people, I think each of us wants to listen to the native speakers, right? So, and then we have online intensive courses. Again, they are provided by local experts and by international. So we had online digital skills course, 1 month course, and English teaching methodology. So in the online course, our trainer was teaching using how to use Flippity, Padlet, Flipgrid, Zoom, and all these online platforms. Recently, we finished 1 month training with the wonderful English language expert Lisa Mann. Some of you may know her. She delivered a training, and before, again, I go back to Dr. Diaz. He was talking about, again, the efficiency and effectiveness of professional development. So before we had this training, we talked to Lisa and we shared the feedback of the English teachers who said that they have some hard time with using the textbooks. They really need some help with some lessons where the text is not necessarily kind of up to the level of their students' English proficiency. And based on that, Lisa was designing a training. And you know what? We actually, sometimes you plan something, but you really don't plan, and then you see the product and you say, wow, this is what I wouldn't expect, but something that happens, and you feel proud, and the participants feel really proud. So by the end of this training, the participants, with the help, of course, Liz Mann, they produced an idea book. So it's not finished yet. It's, I think 90% is finished, and this is all the work that the English teachers were doing during the training. Let me tell you that the English teachers were not only from Tajikistan. We had English teachers from Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Georgia, Brazil, and we held them twice a week, and every time they were in the breakout session, working with different groups and working on the textbooks. We picked some lessons from the textbooks, and they were working on that. And this is what they really understood. I knew what warm-up is, but I really didn't know what it is, and I knew it. I only knew it from here. When they saw the connection with that textbook, this is something that they use. It's not something we come to the professional development session and we are shared so many games and activities, and then we go back and we really don't know when and how to use them. But this is something that was really connected to that teaching. And believe me, they were so happy, and we had so many good feedback from the participants. Let's see, but if you can share that. But that's okay. We can tell you they were really excited. Some of them said that, especially the one from Brazil, he said that he has attended so many workshops and training, but this one was something different. Okay. Yes, and then we have a website and we have newsletter. Again, the first online platform for English teachers to use to download free materials as well as upload their own. And the English Without Borders newsletter, again, is a platform where English teachers can publish their articles. How many of you have published articles? Okay, so I see some hands, but not many, and this is an opportunity. We sometimes think that we need to publish only in peer-reviewed journals, right? We can start from something, local, and then we can grow, and then we can go to the peer-reviewed ones. And we give this opportunity for our English teachers. So please share your articles with us. Just many of you said that you do the action research, right? It's not like formal, informal. Even informal, you share that findings with your colleagues who read that and who can also resonate with you. They say, oh, I have had the same experience. I would do that and see what my results would be. So, and we have different rubrics. We include that the alumni stories. I believe many of you have been in the US on different programs. T program, FLTA, Fulbright Master students, Teen Media Literacy. So these are all the alumni who share their stories and who motivate others to apply to those programs. We have the articles from local and from international English language experts who share their knowledge with us. And we also have the students' voice in our newsletter. Those of you who attended Zebo Rodova's session on digital storytelling, we had her student who talked about the COVID-19 and how the Access, she was a student in Access micro scholarship program, and how the school got closed and the challenges that she had. So we give place also to students to voice, to voice their challenges too, as well as teachers. And of course, we share the news that we have in our project. Next month, we will issue our 6th edition, and of course, we will talk about this wonderful conference. Okay, so that's all. And I'll give the floor to my colleague, but you're welcome to ask your questions after we're finished. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Unoro. And going back to English Without Borders mission and vision, I would like to mention and also to emphasize that English Without Borders is open for collaboration, is open for building this teaching community in Central Asia together, and also just joining international community where everybody will have more opportunities and also more engagement to build this teaching community, both at the local